Okay, so just quickly revisiting number 5. So we worked our way down to where we got a value of x equals 13. And keep in mind that we said originally at the beginning that x represented how much Mrs. Joggin paid for lunch. So if x equals 13, then $13 is how much Mrs. Joggin would have paid for lunch. Now, if Mrs. Parsons spent $4 more, well, $4 more and $13 would be $17. So that's why we know that Mrs. Scoggin paid $13 for lunch. Mrs. Parsons spent $17 for lunch. And a way that we could go back and check and make sure that our answer made sense is together they had to spend 30. So 13 plus 17 does equal 30. So that's how much they would have both spent on lunch. Okay, let's keep on going. Number 6. Petal High School ordered 2 laser printers plus a supply of toner cartridges for them. Each printer cost $400 and each cartridge cost $80. If the total cost was $1,280, how many cartridges were ordered? Okay, so in this problem, we're asked how many cartridges were ordered. So we can use the variable C to represent our number of cartridges. Now, it says, we got some key piece of information here. Petal High School's got 2 laser printers, and each printer costs $400. And then also bought toner cartridges for them, and each cartridge costs $80. Okay? So, we're going to have for each one of these, we're going to have a price and a number of things that they cost. Okay? So, for the printers cost $400 each, and there were 2 of them. Okay, so the printers were $400 each, and there were 2 of them. The cartridges cost $80 a piece, and we're not sure how many of them we ordered. Okay, so we have 400 times 2, and then 80 times C. Now, it says that in total, the school spent $1,280. So if we add these 2 values together, because again, the school bought 2 laser printers and some toner cartridges. So if we add those 2 values together, because again, this represents the printer, this represents the toner. So if we add these 2 together, it'll equal 1,280. So we need to figure out how many toner cartridges were ordered for these printers. So we have 400 times 2 plus 80C equals 1,280. We have a multi-step equation here. So we'll start by doing order of operations. So we have 400 times 2. We're always going to do that multiplication before we do any kind of addition. So this can be simplified to just 800 plus 80C equals 1,280. All right, so now, 2-step equation. We have 800 plus 80C. We want to get the C alone eventually. So for right now, the 80 is going to have to stay connected to it, but this 800 we can move. So this is positive 800. We'll undo this by subtracting 800. And we get 80C will be equal to 480. And then now to finish this thing out, 80 times C equals 480. So we're going to finish it out by dividing by 80 on both sides. Cancels out. So we get C is equal to 6. And keep in mind, C was representing the number of toner cartridges that were bought for the printers. So the answer is there were 6 toner cartridges that were bought for the 2 printers. Okay, let's keep on going. Your friend bought 3 bags of wild bird seed and a $24 bird feeder. Each bag of bird seed costs the same amount. If your friend spent $45, find the cost of 1 bag of bird seed. Okay, so we're asked to find the cost of 1 bag of bird seed. Okay, so we can use the variable B to represent the cost of the bag, cost of 1 bag. All right, so a couple things we know. We know that our friend bought 3 bags. Okay, so bought 3 bags, that is 3B. Okay, 3 times B. 3 bags means that your friend bought 1 bag, bought 2, bought 3, so it means they took the price of 1 bag and multiplied it by 3. That's how we get our 3B. And your friend also bought a $24 bird feeder. So we're going to add on another 24 to represent the bird feeder. So we have the 3B representing the 3 bags and the 24 representing the bird feeder. Okay? Each bag of birdseed costs the same amount, so we know that that 3B is reliable. And if your friend spent $45 in total, okay, so meaning that this is the only stuff that she bought, so when we add it together, we get 45. We need to figure out how much was the cost of one bag of birdseed. So we have the equation 3B plus 24 equals 45. We need to get B alone. So first things first, we need to get B alone. So for right now, we're going to leave the 3B alone because it's going to be a lot easier to undo this thing first. So to undo plus 24, we're going to minus 24. Anything we do to one side, we do to the other. So we'll get 3B, 24's cancel out, will be equal to 21. And then we have 3 times B. To undo 3 times B, we're going to divide by 3. And so we'll get B is equal to 7. Okay, keep in mind what B represented. B represented the cost of one bag of bird seed. So one bag of bird seed costs $7. All right, last one here. Number 8. The perimeter of a quadrilateral is 131 inches. If the measures of its sides are 5a minus 1, 4a plus 2, 3a minus 7, and 2a plus 11, what is the value of A? And then also, what is the length of each side of the quadrilateral? Okay, so a couple terminology to key in on here, okay? So a quadrilateral, okay? So that's probably not a term that we hear a whole bunch, but we do know a lot of common types of quadrilaterals like rectangles, squares, diamonds, trapezoids. A quadrilateral is just, in general, it is a four-sided shape. That's just the general term. Kind of like how we call all three-sided shapes triangles, we call all four-sided shapes quadrilaterals. Okay, because they're not all squares, they're not all rectangles, they're not all diamonds, they're not all trapezoids. They are all quadrilaterals. Anything with four sides we'll call it quadrilateral. So we're told that the perimeter is 131 inches. Keep in mind the perimeter is the value that we get when we add up the side lengths, and we're told that the side lengths are right here. 5a minus 1, 4a plus 2, 3a minus 7, 2a plus 11. So if we add all of these up, 5a minus 1, plus 4a plus 2, plus 3a minus 7, plus 2a plus 11, then we can set it equal to the actual value of the perimeter, which is 131. All right, so we're asked to find two things, the value of A and the length of each side. So let's go through. So we have a multi-step equation here. We're going to start by combining alike terms. Okay, so on that left-hand side, we got a lot of stuff we can combine. Okay, so we've got 5a, 4a, 3a, and 2a. So we're going to add all the coefficients together. 5 plus 4 will give me 9. 9 plus 3 will give me 12. 12 plus 2 will give me 14a in total. Then we're going to go back and add up all the constants. That is negative 1 plus 2 will give me plus 1. Plus 1 minus 7 will give me negative 6. Negative 6 plus 11 will give me overall plus 5. So we condense down this first line into just 14a plus 5 equals 131. All right, so now we have a two-step equation from here. Okay, so first things first, let's undo this plus 5 by subtracting 5. We get 14a is equal to 126. Then to undo 14 times 8, we're going to divide by 14. So we will get that a will equal 9. So we did figure out the value of a. That is something that we wanted at the beginning. Now we need to figure out the value of each side of this quadrilateral. So in order to figure out what that value is, we're going to plug in each one. Okay. So we're going to have our first side here, which we'll represent with 5a minus 1. So when we plug that in, this will be 5 times 9 minus 1, because again, we're just plugging in 9 for the value of a. So this will be 5 times 9 is 45, minus 1 will give me a length of 44 inches. Okay, my second side we called 4 times 9 plus 2, which this will give me 36 plus 2, which will give me 38 inches. My third side will be 3 times 9 minus 7. This will give me 27 minus 7 will give me 20 inches. And so this fourth side, once again, we'll plug it into this last one. 2 times 9 plus 11. This will give me 18 plus 11, which will give me 29 inches. So the side lengths of my perimeter, or the side lengths of my quadrilateral, will be 44, 38, 20, and 29 inches. And the way that we could quickly check and make sure that we did our work right is, keep in mind in the beginning, we were told that our perimeter is supposed to be 131 inches. So if our math added up right, we should be able to add up these four numbers to get 131. And if we do that, we will find that that is indeed the case, that those are our four side lengths.